Hey, boo. Holy child, it is a time in the land. How you doing today? Girl, happy Tuesday. So, y'all, this is not a get ready with me. I'm just getting things in order because I got to go over to Makeup for Dummies and do that rainbow look, child. That rainbow color of the day, child. Just wait for it. It's coming up that day. But I got to comb my hair first, girl. So anyway, how y'all doing? Okay, so let me just say this. Happy Thanksgiving in advance to all my Canadian followers, viewers, peepers. Canada's Thanksgiving is this Friday. Let's see, 4th, 5th, 6th, so October the 7th. Now, I was not aware of the fact that different countries have different holidays. I mean, I thought Thanksgiving was Thanksgiving no matter where you was at. I thought, the different holidays was based off of religion. Like, for instance, Christmas that I know of, that I'm familiar with, is December 25th. But if you practice Kwanzaa, then your Christmas is considered, is it January? Something like that. So I thought all the holiday stuff related to religions. I didn't know that if you were in a different country or continent, that your Thanksgiving or your Christmas fell on a different day. So you learn something new every day, okay? So happy Thanksgiving in advance. I know at least two of my followers that are Canadian, Miss Linda Scopoletti, hey boo, and my Mr. Roxy Winnie. That is my baby. Hi, Mr. Roxy Winnie. He's from Canada. So when I go to Canada, I have to see them. Like, I love them, Linda and Mr. Roxy. And tell Mama I said hi, Mr. Winnie, because his mama is my baby too. But anyway, so yeah, I just wanted to put that out there because I'm just finding out today, and I didn't know that. So anyway, let's see what else I want to talk to y'all about. Okay, so yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing that look over on my Makeup for Dummies channel. So if you're not subscribed, you need to girl, what is you doing? What is you waiting on? Child. So I have a surprise for when I go over to Makeup for Dummies to do the rainbow look. I have a wonderful surprise. Ooh, child. So you don't want to miss that. So I'm just, oops. Lord, ain't none of the hair up in the band. All right, let me do this right. Okay, so I am feeling better today. Y'all know, for those of you who have been peeping, to my peeps, and for my peepers, people that just be peeping on your girl. And also, I'll get back to that. On my Instagram and on my Facebook, my criteria, like I usually go through, this little criteria that I go through when people request to follow me, because people is off the chain, and they be coming for your girl and all that. So I had to monitor and check folks out and stuff before I will allow them to follow me. But I have lightened up the load because it's too much. Like, I got too much going on to be inspecting all these okay. So I figured like this: if you are a hater, then yeah, I'm gonna let you follow me. I'm gonna let you see me be great one day. Okay, so that's how I'm looking at it now. So I don't give a damn if you don't have no pics. I don't give a damn if you making up bullshit so that you can follow me. I decided that I'm gonna let them motherfucking haters see me be great one day. Okay, I want y'all to see me be great. So I'm accepting all of y'all. Okay, I'm accepting all y'all. Okay, so go on and hit the follow button over on Instagram. I will accept you because I want you to see mama be great. Okay. So anyway, yeah, because I'm overwhelmed with a bunch of shit and I don't have time. Look, if y'all, long as you don't come sideways, okay. If you come sideways in the comments on my Instagram, bye bye. I hope you enjoyed yourself, because goodbye, okay? Because I ain't for the bullshit, okay? Just look, peep, hate, be angry, be mad, but you better not open your goddamn mouth, because girl, I will get you all the way together and block your ass, because I'm not bothering you. Don't bother me, okay? So that's the new rules to follow, mama, okay? You can make up your shit all you want, just don't say no sideways shit. Well, anyway, so yeah, let's get back to what I was talking about. So yeah, y'all know I've been feeling down the last couple of days because of the bad news and stuff that I had got. I am feeling better, but then y'all, you know what? I realized why. Yes, those two bad news that I heard, it affected me because those were people that I knew, and and then, like I said, I was seeing my son hurt and his girlfriend hurt, that really bothered me, and then my cousin lost his wife, and I was thinking about her grown kids, how they might, I just couldn't imagine, finding out that my mom, I was just thinking about a whole lot of stuff. And then I realized another thing that made it, I guess sometimes things can be happening unconsciously. Is it subconsciously, like things that's in the back of your conscious? It's not in the forefront. My anniversary for my late husband. Okay, for those of you who know, and if you knew, welcome. But yeah, my late husband, my husband that died. Okay, our wedding anniversary was recently. Okay, and within the past week. And I think that has something to do with it too. We would have been married 16 years within the past week when our anniversary came. And we knew each other for 18 years. So we were married for 16, knew each other for 18. So I think that played a part in it too. Time heals wounds, but you don't completely ever get over the loss of someone that you love. I mean, time makes it easier to move on with life and deal with it, but you will never forget. So when that person's birthday come or when your anniversary come, if you were married, you're going to always feel some kind of way about it. I mean, that's just been my experience. And so here, let me just show y'all this. Whoops. Sorry about that. Okay. It was in a frame and it all fell out. So let me just show it to you. Everything fell out. I'm sorry. But this is what was in the frame. This is what I keep in the frame and in the urn. This is how young my kids were when he died. Now, my daughter is now 13 and my son is now 15. She's going on 14. He's going on 16. But yes, this is what was in the frame that fell apart. Well, anyway, so with that being said, let me just I'm trying to get ready for this. I have all my, well, y'all will see that when they do the show. But let me just say this, okay? I wrote a poem because I told y'all I was a poet. I write poems, and let me just read you this one. I wrote two poems. The first one is 4 pages long. Well, I think this was the second one I wrote. 4 pages long. I'm gonna hold off on this. I'm just gonna read the 2-page one. And it's called, I called it He Went Away. The other one was called A Young Widow. Sometimes for me, writing poems helps me to get my feelings out and it makes me feel a lot better. So this is what I had wrote, over the years. Um, so let's just do this. Okay, here we go. He went away. There was a young widow who laid on her pillow. She said, "Oh my, did my husband just die?" I started to cry, asking, "Why, God, why? Has it been clarified how my husband suddenly died?" That's the reason why I sighed. Should I cry and say goodbye? As I wipe a big tear from my eye, I can't lie, I was terrified. Why, oh, why did he have to die? This nearly left me mortified. Can you tell me the reason why? Will you please justify? Why? Is he up there in the sky? Does he fly very high? He was a wonderful guy. I was his little sweetie pie. Did you know? FYI, can you tell him I said hi when his wing passes by? Remember I said, "Why, God, why?" You need not comply. Who the heck am I? The Lord just said he could not stay. He's in charge of yester and today. So now that he has gone away and I couldn't get just one more day, the Lord said, I have always supplied, even though your husband died. Okay? So, I wrote that because when my husband died, okay, that night, um, I just remember saying, I can't do this. I can't. That was where my mind frame was. I can't. I'm gonna be honest. I wanted to die. I'm gonna keep it real, keep it 100. If it was not for my children, I think I may have committed suicide. And I'm just keeping it real and keeping it 100 with y'all. I can honestly say I wanted to die, and if it was not for my babies, not that I didn't care about my grown children, but I felt like my kids are grown. I raised them, I taught them, and gave them all the tools they needed to be independent, and they were independent. And my son had just got over cancer, and he was doing good. And I just felt like, okay, my grown kids are okay. They'll be okay. If it was not for those two younger children who needed me. Not that my older kids don't need me, but that's just where I just have to be honest with how I felt. And if it was not for my two younger babies, because they were babies, this was them. If it wasn't for them, I would have just gone. I'd have did something. Because that was a lot for me. That was a lot. That was a whole lot. And the worst thing is seeing your kid. The worst thing for me was trying to figure out how to tell my children that daddy was not coming home. Okay. I remember so vividly sitting in my bedroom, and it was my daughter, my son, and my granddaughter. My granddaughter at the time was, how was my granddaughter? She was young like that. She was young like that. And I remember them, and I remember trying, like trying to tell them. How do you make a young child understand death? So they were asking me, when is daddy coming home? And my granddaughter, when is, grandpa coming home? And I remember telling them, well, he had another job to do, um, up in the sky with the Lord, and he's going to be working with the Lord, and he's not going to be able to come back. I said, but he's okay. He's up in the sky with the Lord, and he has a job to do, and he's not coming back. And I'm telling you, the most hurtful thing was when them kids walked away from me and went to the window. Now, it was nighttime, so the only thing you could see in the sky was stars and maybe the moon or whatever. And those kids all three of them went to the window and stood in the window and was looking up in the sky. And they were asking each other, do you see him? Do you see daddy? You see daddy? I don't see him, mommy. Okay. So that was like yesterday. I will always remember that. Looking in the sky, like literally looking for him. Okay. So, all right. So let me just say this, okay? I remember before my husband died, shortly before he died, I remember having two vivid dreams that came back to me after he died. One of the dreams was me, him, and the two children were walking on the beach, holding hands, and we were all like naked, like the way that we came into the world. We were all naked. And we were just walking on the beach. It was a beautiful sunny day, and we were just walking. Okay, so I have no idea what that meant, but that dream came back to me after he died. And the other dream that I had, which was the last dream that I had relating to what I thought related to his death that I put together after he died. It was a dream where it was him and a lady in a limo. And I remember him, it was like he was leaving us and he was saying goodbye. And the lady in the limo was saying, "Come on, we got to go." And he was like, "Okay, I want to say bye to my kids." And he was saying goodbye to the kids and all. And, then they, were in the limo and the limo went away. And I just remember me and the kids, like I was just like crying so bad. And it was just like after he died, that dream just hit me like, wow. He was literally in this limo and the lady said, "We got to go." And like they were like leaving permanently. I didn't know where they were going. It was just like he was gone. He was leaving us. I will always remember them two dreams. I don't know what significance they have, but all the dreams that I had after he left, um, that, all the dreams that I had while I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just, it's kind of hard. All the dreams that I had about him after he left for the first few months, he wouldn't talk. He wouldn't talk, but he would be in the dreams. And then finally, I had a dream where he actually talked and laughed, like he was just like so happy intermingling with me and the kids. He was just happy. So stuff like that kind of makes me feel good, you know. Dreams like that. And my daughter tells me sometimes she has dreams of her dad playing with her, you know. My son, being as though my son was older, when my daughter was kind of, I mean, she was kind of young, so she didn't really quite understand it. Like she knew her daddy, but my son was more like he knew more. So it affected him more. It actually did not affect them when they were young, but when my son got like around 14, he started having major issues behind his dad not being here. I don't know what that was all about, but it's like when they were younger, like they didn't, and I felt like, well, maybe they didn't have a lot of issues because they were so young. But for some reason, as he got older, the memories started really coming back. And he started to really miss him. And he used to always say, "Ma, I remember, like if he was playing a game, I remember Dad used to play this game with me." And I'm like, "Wow, you remembered that? You were so young." It's like his memories started coming back, and it started affecting him. And I actually had to take my son to get counseling. And when they were little, they were in counseling when they were little because I didn't know how it was going to affect them. So I had counseling set up in school where they would actually, have to leave because they were in elementary. They have to leave the classroom and go talk with the counselor a few times a week because I wanted to make sure that they were good. So they had that counseling, and maybe that's why the effects didn't show. I don't know, but it wasn't until my son got older that I guess his memory started coming back, and he started having major issues, and I literally had to take him to counseling. And he's doing way better now, but it was affecting him like greatly in school and everything. But he's doing so well now, like he's on a roll, and he's really good. And my daughter, like, it never affected her like that until the past, I say, 2 months. She's been having these issues. That lasted about 2 weeks, though. She seems to be good now. That lasted about 2 weeks. Like, it didn't happen like it did for my son, where I had to actually put him in counseling. She's okay, but if she starts, going down that path again, I will definitely get her counseling. But it's not affecting her like it did my son. Like it wasn't good. So anyway, 21 minutes. Okay. So there you have it. So I'm thinking that's why, because a couple days after my anniversary passed with my late husband, I got that bad news. So I think all of that was tying in together. So yeah, these are my babies, and he was my baby too. I will always love him, even though I'm remarried. It still never goes away, and I still have my times of breakdown. Even though it's been a while, I still have my times of breakdown. And my husband now, he allows me to have that. He doesn't have a problem with that, and he consoles me, and he feels my pain. Ironically, we both, believe it or not, 20 years apart, this was a coincidence. We both lost someone special on the same exact day, 20 years apart. I lost my husband on the same date that he lost one of his favorite cousins. But it was 20 years apart, but the same exact day, close to around the same time. So that was a coincidence. So whenever the death date comes for my late husband, we both be feeling some kind of way. That's amazing. It's coincidental, but we both be feeling some kind of way, and we both can feel each other's pain. So that's the good thing about it. Okay, so yeah, I just wanted to read my little poem. I have another one that's really more in depth. It's 4 pages long. I'll read that. I'm not going to be able to do all that at once. But yeah, those were my babies. And I miss my babies being this little. I mean, like, they're teenagers now. And that's why I went through the empty nesting so bad, because looking at pictures like this, looking at baby pictures, stuff like that. Like, the empty nesting was horrible. I don't wish that on nobody. The empty nesting, the perimenopause, all that stuff is just, anyway. All right, so let me get ready because I got to go over to Makeup for Dummies. Like I said, I have a surprise for you all, but I'm doing a rainbow makeup look. That's why I have on this rainbow colored shirt. And I will see you all on the next video, only if it's the Lord's will, child, because I do not know. Okay? All right. Bye-bye now.